there, it's Katrina Sawa here, the Jumpstart Your Biz Coach with jumpstartyourmarketing.com with your quick tip of the week. And today I want to talk to you about the 3 key things to change up on your website so it sells more. Okay, so it works more for you rather than just sitting there looking pretty. And I see the biggest mistake I see in a lot of small business owners, and some of you may already be doing this, but the biggest mistake is I see that you don't have any way to capture people when they come to your site. And by capture them, I mean get them on an email newsletter list. Okay, I know that email newsletters are not getting read as much as they used to, right? I get that. There's social media. There's so many other things going on that you need to be doing in your marketing, but I still believe you need to have that touch via email newsletter, okay? And there's a reason, because there's a certain percentage of people who still want to capture or get your information that way. So you need to be there. You need to also be doing video tips like this if you can. Be doing social media. You need to do more. You need to do more now. So the best way to do that is to capture people automatically on your website. Okay, so you've got to have an opt-in box. You've got to have some kind of functionality that asks for people's name and email, and you need to give them something for free other than just a newsletter. Okay, so check out my website if you want to see an example. There's some other, a lot of my clients have, most of my clients have opt-in boxes on their websites too. You can click on their sites and really look around and see what fits for you, and whether your site is built on a regular HTML format or it's on a WordPress or a blog format. It doesn't matter where your site is, okay? You can still put an opt-in box on it. You may not be able to do that yourself, but you can get a virtual assistant or a web designer or some techie person who understands the functionality in order to add that on. It's totally worth spending a couple $100 and getting someone to add that functionality to your website, okay? And then, yes, of course, you have to think of something to give for free if you're not already doing that. And if you're the type of business that says, I can't give away a free audio or report, or I don't know what to give away, run a contest, do a drawing once a month, give something away that way. There's always something you could do. You just aren't thinking hard enough about it and thinking outside the box enough, okay? And if you're one of those people that say, well, nobody in my industry is doing that, like photographers and artists are probably the worst at this because they want a beautiful photography lane artsy type of website. Well, that's great, but if people come to your site and look around and then they go away, how are you going to continue to market to them? You're not. So you got to capture them when they get there, and you really only have 1 to 3 seconds to do that. Okay, so the first thing they see, and the number one goal of your website is to get people on your list. It's not to sell them your product and service. You can sell them your product and service once they get on your list, okay? But if you don't get them on the list, guess what? If they go away, more than likely they're not going to buy from you anyways the first time they get to your site. So you got to get them on the list with something free and low obligation, low risk, Okay, and the second thing you have to have is really compelling copy. Okay, most of the websites I see, again, are all about you and not about your target market. You have to talk about what their problem is. You have to identify with your target market what they need in your copy. It doesn't have to be a huge long page, although sometimes it warrants that. But you really want to focus on your copy and changing it up every once in a while too, so the search engines come back to your site often is really important. And there's so much to say about copywriting, and I only have a couple minutes here to talk to you. The third thing on your website, though, in order to sell more, is you have to have call to action. Okay, you have to get them to interact with you. They can take a quiz, they can fill out a questionnaire, they can buy now with a click to buy button into your shopping cart. There's so many different ways to get them interacting and doing call to action. But if you don't ask, they're not going to take call to action, right? So think about that when you're writing your next web page, or go look at your own website right now and look at every single page of your website. And is there a call to action on every single page? There should be, even on your about page. Okay, I'm serious. There should be some way for them to take action one way or the other to get into your funnel or whatever on every single page of your website. So hopefully this is helpful. If you want to discuss it with me, where your website is, where your business is, and where you want to take it, I'd love to sit down with you on a complimentary strategy session to discuss where you are, where you want to go, and how we can get you there. Okay? It's complimentary. All you have to do is fill out a quick little questionnaire online. So I invite you to go to that page now and fill it out so we can get started. Okay? Don't wait until you think you're ready for me. It's really, now is the time. Better now than later. Okay? Don't put off your success. So go to askkat.biz for that strategy session application. Fill it out, and we'll talk soon. It's askkat.biz, askkat.biz. All right? I'll talk to you later. Have a great week.